Hello again YouTube, and welcome back to Just Get a Tesla. And you heard me right, there was a question mark there. Because I know I'm running a channel called Just Get a Tesla, and I keep showing you the car and talking about it and why Tesla's brilliant. But there are other choices out there, and I almost got something else. So I thought it'd be interesting to have a look at some of the other options out there and see whether they're any good or not. So today's video is going to look at the car that I really fancied when it first came out. In fact, I really seriously looked at getting one of them, and that is a Polestar 2. So with each of these videos, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on to the configurator website for whoever the manufacturer is. I am going to have a look at the vehicle and configure it in a way that makes it comparable with Tesla, either Model Y as I've got or against Model 3 where that's relevant, and run a couple of comparisons for things that at least I find interesting, and perhaps you will as well. Now we've been together for a little while. So let's start off with Polestar 2. This for me is a really good looking car, although frankly the new nose that they've put on it with the corporate non-grille, I preferred the pre-facelifted version where it still did have a bit of a grille, but that's probably for me. But Volvo make brilliant cars. I loved my S90, absolutely loved it. Yes, it wasn't perfect, and no car is, but it looked fabulous. It was very well built, it was extremely comfortable, and I have no doubt whatsoever that the Polestar is going to be the same thing. So just looking at the car, at the pictures, before we get into the configurator stuff, there's obviously a few things that are different on this. These are largely the same kind of physical size, Polestar 2 and a Tesla Model Y. They seem to occupy a similar kind of footprint, and the Polestar 2 is definitely jacked up off the ground compared to, say, what my S90 was. I have seen my mate's Polestar 2, and it's definitely got a little bit of ground clearance, but despite that, and despite having this, you know, sort of higher up body, it's not as large a car overall as the Model Y. That's absolutely clear. What I love about the design of the Polestar is it's kind of got this Saab-esque cab forward design to it, and that's probably done by the fact that you've got the A-pillar in black. So, you know, if I went for a white car, and I love metallic white, I just do, you've got the kind of floating roofline thing. So that's a really nice touch, it's got to be said. There's definitely less room with the Polestar 2 than there is with the Tesla Model Y, both internally and externally. There is just not as much space in the vehicle. It is something that looks kind of cool, and I've talked about the design, but I don't know, I think the Model Y is a very handsome car that gets quite negative comments about it because it's got a very different design to so many other cars, because it's built on a completely bespoke platform. Yes, I know Polestar, it's the same thing, but they've gone for a different kind of vibe, and that's absolutely good. So to start off with, a base price, so for the long range dual motor, so I've got a long range dual motor Model Y, and it's given a list base price of $52,950. If I go back onto the Tesla website, well, that's got a base price for the Model Y long range of $52,990. So they're identically priced apart from the 40 quid, right? That is straight away shows you the kind of price point competitiveness that Tesla are playing with. And there's quite a lot of comments made about their pricing and Tesla moving prices up and then down and sideways and whatever else. It's a competitive market, guys. Of course they're going to move their pricing to make it competitive. So it's a similar kind of base price. What does that actually give us in terms of performance and some other things? Let's see if we can find something like that onto Volvo. Ooh, no, hang on. Before we even get onto that, we have got upgrades. So what do we need? Okay, so we've got pixel LED headlights with adaptive high beam, adaptive cruise control, pilot assist, and more. Hang on, what's the more? Pilot assist, right? Okay, fine. So pilot assist is the Volvo version of autopilot. I had pilot assist in the model in the S90, and it was a pretty good system. Not as good as autopilot, but not far off it. So, but you actually have to pay extra money for that. Okay, so we would definitely need to add that to make it comparable. And then looking down the list, the Plus pack. Hang on, let's have a look. So Harman Kardon premium sound. Well, the Model Y has definitely got a premium audio system, which is absolutely fantastic. Panoramic roof. Okay, we definitely need to add that to make a comparison. Weave tech seats with black ash. Okay, fine. And then tinted windows and illumination and so on. Wow, you have to pay more money for a heat pump. Really? This is that's interesting. So Tesla come with a heat pump. So what that does is it's taking heat from the drivetrain and using it to heat the cabin rather than having to have anything else on there. So it is a nice cheap way of heating the car in the winter. You do notice it in terms of saving range. I'm surprised that Volvo have got it as an additional extra. Fully electric front seats. Well, okay, that might have maybe the odd little extra working than mine does, but it's kind of the same thing. Heated steering wheel, rear seats. Wow, okay. And then an air quality filter. Oh, right, okay, fine. So, fundamentally, we need to add the Plus pack as well. So we're going to have to add that, okay? And it comes with, 19-inch. I hate diamond cut wheels. Diamond cut wheels are just stupid because you are going to curb them and wreck them. You just are. That's the whole point. And then I guess that means that you then get to pay them lots of money to have them refurbished. Or you can go for this. Ooh, that's quite interesting, isn't it? A 20-inch V-spoke. Okay. Well, we're trying to do like for like with Tesla, so we're going to stick with the 19-inch diamond cut. Stupid. Fine. So I can have. I have got Weave Tech. Fine. Okay. What's this? Weave Tech in charcoal or Weave Tech in slate and black. It doesn't matter. Basically, that's the way you get to. So. Tow bar. Okay, my car doesn't have a tow bar. I don't need to add that on. Charging. Are these really payable extras? Right, let's have a look at this. So, you need to pay 330 quid for the granny charger. Now, I actually would press the money to buy that, and I've said so with my Model Y. I did a video at the beginning asking was there really a point for the granny charger, but then as we got into the winter I definitely made use of it, and I've just done a trip recently where I used it overnight at a hotel. So yes, I want a granny charger, so 330 quid. Do I want, good grief, do I want a cable for an AC charging station? So this is basically a Type 2 to Type 2 connector for use at any of the slow chargers that's out there in the public. Yes, we absolutely need charging cables for our vehicle. I mean, are we saying, because that's a 6-meter one, are we saying that it doesn't come with any charging cables at all? Because that's slightly bonkers. Okay, so I've had to add both of those on. Right, that's weird as it is. Ooh, an auto sock. So there you go. They're selling snow socks. Well, snow socks are good. I did a snow sock video, and it was definitely useful. But we don't need one of those. A luggage compartment mat. Okay, I haven't got one of those either. So we have, I think, got a car which is largely the same as my Tesla Model Y. It has got a few little add-ons that are extra. I suspect the seat is a little bit more adjustable than mine, and my car is fitted with matrix LED headlights. It's just they're not switched on. The the Polestar, can't call it Volvo, the Polestar will have them switched on. But other than that, it's basically the same thing. So how much money is that now costing? So this is interesting. At the top here, it's not telling me the price. Do I have to go down to Hold on, go to other, direct payment. Okay. It's not giving me the price. Where's the price gone? Oh dear me, where is it? How much is it? Right, okay. So, fine. It is a 52,950 car. I've had to add £900 for white paint, and then I've had to add £2,000 for the pilot pack to get me things like autopilot, and then I've had to add £4,000 to get the panoramic roof, and then a little bit extra money for charging cables. So it is a car that is 60,480 quid. That is a lot of money. Let's just go back onto the Tesla for a second. So Model Y. Model Y long range is 52,990 with the pearl white paint as we've got it. It has got a set of alloy wheels. Those are wheel covers. You take them off and you've got alloy wheels. We're not interested in a tow hitch. The interior is the same. We don't need to add things like enhanced autopilot because the pilot system in the Volvo is the same as the standard autopilot that you would get in the car without paying any extra for it. There's an extra there for a wall connector. That is for an actual tethered wall connector, not for the granny charger. So where does that get us to? Well, that gets us to a car with a base price of 52,990, and if you want to order it, it's still 52,990. So I said the Tesla price was quite keen in that it was only £40 more than the Polestar, but to configure the Polestar to be as close as we can get it to the same thing, the Polestar was coming at £60,480. So I mean, it's what, £7,500 more expensive suddenly from being 40 quid cheaper. That's a heck of a difference. And then the other thing is, it says delivery time is calculated in the next step. But did I or did I not see? Yes, I did. Estimated delivery time of October to November 2023. So I'm recording this at the end of June of 2023, and it's giving me a timescale in the 4 to 5 months kind of territory. The Tesla is offering me delivery, when was it? June to July of 2023. In other words, if I click on order now, I'm going to get a car almost straight away. So this is the interesting bit. I really like the Polestar 2, really like it. I think it's a fab bit of Volvo design. I think there's an ethos to it which is great. It's a little bit cramped inside compared to the Model Y, but it looks cool. It is definitely a cool car. But from a price perspective, it's a night and day difference now. I have no idea that there were so many things on the Volvo which were value add-ons that you have to pay extra for. You know, Tesla, everything's included. You also have got it where if you want one, you're going to have to wait a lot longer for it. So just as cool, but it's more expensive and you're going to have to wait longer. And then of course you've got the big elephant in the room, which is probably going to be on most of these videos, which is the public charger network. I have got a mate who has got a Polestar 2, and as he said to me, he does not anything like as many long trips as I do. In fact, he tries to do as few of them as he can because of the public charging network being as poor as it is. So this one, quite sadly, is a hands down defeat for Polestar 2 versus Tesla Model Y. And I'm not actually surprised because I went through a similar kind of thinking process a while back when looking at which car am I going to get. But I had no idea that it was going to be that much of a price differential between the two now. That's absolutely potty. And quite frankly, it does make me wonder where some of these versus battles are actually going to go. So anyway, let me know what you think about this video. So it is just get a Tesla, because I am questioning should you just get a Tesla. But versus the Polestar 2, the Model Y is a bigger car. The Model Y is a cheaper car. The Model Y is a more practical car in every way, including charging. And you can have one quick. And of course, I haven't mentioned servicing, which is, I know that if I was to buy a Polestar 2, I would have to get various things serviced and looked at on a fairly regular basis. That's how they're making their money. Whereas, of course, with the Tesla, there is no service plan. Literally, there isn't. So it's a comprehensive win for Tesla. Let's start as we mean to go on. I am not just going to dismiss every car going, because again, I really, 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 really like the Polestar 2. It's just too damned expensive. Anyway, on that note, let me know in the comments what do you think, what would you have done, do you quite like this video? And I hope so, because I'm shooting some more of them, and I will see you very soon back here, not just on Just Get a Tesla, but also on Just Get a Tesla.